Hi, I'm Sandy. Watch Marvel make me a hero. My name is Sandy Gould. I'm the head of talent, which involves running recruiting, employee movement and growth, learning and development, leadership development, and diversity and inclusion. I started reading comics when I was 8. I never stopped, and I've probably read almost every Marvel comic since then. In my youth, I started out as somebody who was dealing with a lot of illness, and I thought I was going to be sick all my life. But I read comic books, and comic books taught me at an early age that people had superpowers. So because I wasn't able to do what other people could do, I was in awe of what people could do. And what people took as mundane, I took as super. And so I immediately started studying how people did what they did, what their superpowers were, how they created, how they were different. And I was in love with it. That got me really interested in talent, in understanding how people create and achieve their creative destiny. And then I realized maybe my superpower was to help people unlock their superpowers and unleash them. So I would say that my character would be male, a little bit fluid on gender. He would have long golden blonde hair, muscular, and I thought, well, I really want to be an elf because they have long, beautiful golden hair. They have these cool pointed ears. They look different, they're fast. I was a fast sprinter growing up, fast runner. And so they were quick and they were really good with magic. And I named him Semikar. I just blended together some words that sounded wizardly, and Semikar had a nice ring to it. I think that Semikar would probably have some spell capabilities, some mystical and magic capabilities. All of those spells would be around light. Every great wizard has a staff. So it would embolden somebody, it would raise their confidence, it would reveal their superpowers, it would potentially put light around them to protect them. I also think that when Semikar was in situations that he was unsure of, where he should be learning instead of knowing, he would use the staff to go into learning mode and let the staff remind him that there's knowledge and information and perspective outside him. Oh my God, that is amazing. It's funny, it's so exactly what I was imagining. That's kind of eerie. He's elven and sprightly, and he's masculine, but there's a feminine quality. The ears, the eyes, the expression, both curious and positive expression, but also very determined. I'm on a mission expression, and I'll be fierce about that mission. And then the hair, first of all, the hair has to be long, and it has to flow, and it has to be beautiful, and it has to have lots of rich color. So the gold to it is amazing. And then the staff is beautiful because it has the circle at the top. And at the center, like a candle, it looks like a light that you can't even look into because it's just too bright to resolve. And I think that sort of represents the idea of illumination, right? Which is, mystery and revelation and newness and power in it and connection. Yeah, the staff and his face and his look and his expression and his femininity are brilliant. They're brilliant like the staff. Thanks, Marvel, for making me a hero.